everyone, I'm Becca.
I'm Lila.
And welcome to our brand new podcast, Sit Back and Yap. Basically, this is the first episode, is just going to be kind of an intro, get to know us, our content, what we plan on putting out for you guys. So yeah, do you want to start?
Let's see. So we are two 19-year-olds, just bored, and we really wanted to create something and just to have fun with it. And we have free time amongst the two of us, so we wanted to fill that with something fun, and we wanted to share it with all of you. So hopefully you enjoy whatever we have to say.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of random. We planned on literally the name being Sit Back and Yap, kind of leading us in the direction of our content as just random stuff, whether it be life, faith, friendship, what's going on in the world, literally anything. So it'll be kind of random, but it'll also be really fun and very just unscripted, open, go with the flow and see where it takes us.
Yep.
Oh shoot, I meant to make coffee. I didn't even think about that. That's fine. We were gonna have coffee for each episode, and filming this, we were gonna film this earlier today, but the lighting was not cooperating.
It's currently 8 p.m. now.
Because she had to go to work, and we didn't have time with decent lighting, so we're filming it a little later than usual, but we were gonna have coffee with our episodes because we both really enjoy coffee. Actually, she works as a barista, and I used to be a barista, and we just love coffee and love making coffee for ourselves, for our friends, family. So yeah, you'll see that in future episodes, definitely going forward.
Yep.
But we forgot tonight. It's okay. Good times. Ooh, you know what would be fun? Talking about our some crazy customer interactions we've had. Because we've both worked in the food service industry since we were 14 and 15.
Yeah.
A couple different jobs, so we're familiar with serving different people with different attitudes. Some are great and some are make your life a little harder, but that's okay. I'm trying to think. Do you have any off the top of your head right now, or do you have to think about it?
I could definitely come up with a good list.
Yeah, I could too. I could too. I have a kind of creepy. It was a DoorDasher. So it wasn't even a customer. This was at a pizzeria that I worked at. We actually both worked at. But the Dasher came in to get the order. Was kind of looking at his phone the whole time, doing whatever he needed to do for his order and whatnot. And I gave him the food, and mind you, I was 15, 16 at the time. And this was a 40-year-old man. And he looked up, and he kind of was taken aback, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know pretty girls worked here." And I was like, "Sir, you need to step back." No, thank you. That's weird. So that one comes to mind for me, first off the bat. You have any yet?
But
you also have cool customer interactions, because you also... Gigi Hadid has come into the coffee shop too, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
Who else have you met? There have been other celebrities in there.
I haven't really seen many of the other ones.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's a pretty hot spot. People love it. It's really funny.
They make great coffee too.
I don't know. I know I've dealt with some crazy customers, but I gotta think about it more.
Yeah, specific stories
for the good ones.
Yeah. I had another lady who, I forget all the nitty-gritty details, but she was getting really mad about her fries because they were too expensive. I think it started as a large cheese fry, and I told her the price, and she was like, "You charge that much for fries?" And I was like, "Lady, again, I'm 16 years old. I don't make the menu. Don't shoot the messenger. um, but she ended up getting it down to like a small regular fry. And she was like, this is ridiculous. And she was just kind of rude to me the whole time. And I was like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do here. And then she didn't even end up picking up the fries. She paid for them, which was fine, but she just never came and got them. Those are the two that I feel like stand out in my mind. I'm sure, like you said, if we sat and thought about it longer, could come up with more.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Overall, the food service industry, I'm really glad that I got experience in that. I feel like I just learned a lot as a person.
You met so many different people.
Yeah.
Worked with so many different people.
From everywhere, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so true. And just valuable life skills and how to treat people.
How to take care of people and like care about serving them correctly, and yeah, it's a trait that not a lot of people tend to learn, but it's good to have.
For sure. I mean, I guess we've already mentioned how we worked together on multiple occasions. Do you want to tell the story of how we started working together?
Well, it started with you.
It did. This is true. I guess I'll tell up to my part,
Yeah,
and then you can finish.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I was 14, and my dad and stepmom, we would go to this pizzeria near where we lived, and they had great pizza. And the one I loved when I was a kid was the Baked Ziti pizza. Don't knock it till you try it. It is a carb overload, but I loved it. It was my favorite. And my dad just got to know the people there, got to know the owners. They were great people. Um, and when I was 14, they asked me if I wanted to work there. And I said yes, because I was like, they're offering me a job. And I love this place and I love their food. So why would I say no? So yeah, started working there. That was 2021. So that was kind of coming out of COVID. No, it was 2020.
Yeah.
It was 2020. Yeah. So still kind of going strong through COVID.
Because we would wear masks to work, right?
Yeah. And that was even when because I was there for like 6 months before you were there.
Yeah, I started in February.
Yeah, because I started in August. So yeah. So yeah, I was there for a few months before she got there, and they were just kind of the lady who trained me was looking for a way out, and they were getting more people, and I was like, well, I know someone. I know someone who you'll want to have. And then let you pick up from there.
So yeah, I started not long after she was there. So she trained me, and we worked together a lot. And then I guess I don't remember when Madeline started there.
I think they were looking for other people, and our manager, I guess I'll say, for lack of a better term, she's great. We love her. We love Leah. Shout out Leah. Was I believe she was the one, or maybe Tony, her brother, was like, do you have any more friends who will turn out this good? And I was like, yes, indeed we do. And at that point, they had gotten to know both of us, our work ethics. They saw that we actually cared about the job and like doing it well. So they trusted that between the two of us, if we were going to recommend another person, it would be someone similar who would also treat people and the job and our coworkers with the same kind of respect and integrity. So yeah, then Madeline joined the crew.
Yep. So us three ran the whole place.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
With Leah, obviously.
Yes.
Couldn't know about Leah. But yeah, that was how long did we work? I guess I worked there for like 2.5 years.
Yeah, I was there for 2. Actually 2.5. Yeah.
So then I went to tech school. So in high school, they have a technical school. They have a culinary program. I took part of that. Loved it. It was great. But at the pizzeria, I just kind of wasn't growing. There wasn't room for me to grow in my culinary experience. So started thinking about maybe wanting to open a bakery of my own one day. And I really didn't know what it was like to work in one. So I looked online and was like, are there any other opportunities out there? So then I ended up finding this place, this coffee shop, cafe. Um, Again, great coffee and everything. Started working there. Transition jobs. It was great. Learned a lot. Had a good time. Worked there for about a year before I wasn't able to work anymore due to some health issues. But within that time, I convinced her to follow me there too. Well, actually, no.
yeah.
I got your mom there
Yeah.
first. Okay, I'll wait. Because you were, what was that? We were at, so the owners of the cafe that I first got hired at opened another store that was like a soda kind of based store. So it was a different concept, but great concept. It's great. And I was working there one day, and
I came in with my mom just to chat and get a soda while Becca was there, and the owner was in that day just randomly, and my mom had just gotten off like a really rough day at her job, so she had been searching, or just in the back of her mind, like maybe I should look for something else. So here's the owner of this place standing right in front of her, and they have like a 15-minute conversation, and she basically gets the job right there to like start working at the coffee shop. So then before this happened, I had wanted to work there too, but my mom always said, no, you can't drive yet, we're not going to be driving you there back and forth, so you're not going to work there. So then there goes my mom taking my job, and so she's there, and then just a couple months later, I start there. I quit the pizzeria and I start at the coffee shop.
I remember your mom telling me, she's like, she can't not work here. Like, this is so great. Like, she has to work here. Sorry, keep going.
So again, Becky and my mom kind of trained me, but I just followed right in Becky's footsteps again.
Indeed. And it was great. But it was unfortunate we only got to work together for a few months, but she's been rocking it over there, still going strong, moving up in the world, absolutely crushing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely crushing it. And for those of you who may be confused and you heard her call me, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Becky? That happened inside, like in my family and in my friend group. I grew up and my parents did not like the name Becky. Not that they had anything against people who named Becky, but they didn't want me to be called Becky. So I grew up with that same notion in my head. But what happened was my brother started it at my house. And I think you started it within our friends. Everyone just started calling me Becky as a joke.
Because she hated it.
Yeah, it kind of bothered me. And now it doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. I think it's funny. They all my friends and my family, like my siblings, call me Becky as a joke, but it's funny now. So you'll probably hear that on.
Yeah, it's weird when Becca comes out. Like the one time I said it, I can't.
Yeah, and it's weird to hear too. It's not just weird for you to say. Like, you'll say it, and I'm like, oh, you haven't said that in a long time. Yeah, so we've had a good run of, because we went to middle school and high school together, and then we worked together.
Yeah.
For a while through most of that. We also have a cool story about how we met too, because well, it's cool to see how God worked in our relationship when we were younger, which there wasn't one. Nope. And then how he used that basically non-existent knowledge of each other to then
push us closer.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So how old were we? Like 8, 7?
Yeah.
We were young.
Yeah.
And we went to Warrington Fellowship Church, and our families like both went there, but we didn't really like know each other. We knew of each other, didn't really seek each other out, didn't want to pursue friendship with the other. I don't know of your end. I just didn't. I didn't. There was
I was
no
shy.
negative feelings. Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't like I was like, oh, I don't like her. It was
Yeah.
just,
We weren't at the same school, so like it wasn't like we knew of each other from that.
yeah, because this was when we were in elementary school still.
Yeah.
And in our school district, we were in different elementary schools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my family ended up leaving that church when I was in 7th grade. And yeah, we just kind of went our separate ways. I knew you existed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, I think it was the first day of 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 4th period social studies.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in the door. I think I was one of the last ones there. I think you were already there.
Yeah.
And I saw her, and I was like, mind you, this is when, like, how many elementary schools? 6?
Yeah.
7, maybe more, I don't know, are now all, like, coming together in one building. So the amount of people that I knew was, like, 20, because only a quarter of my elementary school went to this middle school. The other, like, 3/4 went to a different one. All right, we're just going to be running without the ring light, because I don't know what's happening. I think it's fine, though. It's
literally plugged in.
It looks fine, though.
Yeah. Stupid.
Okay, so we're going to run without the light. Anyway, I walk in, and I just see her sitting, and I'm like, I don't know anyone else in this class. I don't know anyone. All my past friends, I'll say, went to the other middle school. So I went, and she had an empty desk next to her, and I sat next to her. I was like, can I sit here? She was like, yeah. And then, I don't know, I kind of joined your friend group.
Yeah.
And we're all still really close friends to this day.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird how it worked out. Because then, after we were in the same history class, we saw each other again at church. Because I recognized you, and I was like, oh, wait, she's in my class. Because I had never wanted to interact with you. Because I didn't really know who you were.
Yeah.
And then I recognized you from school. And then I guess I talked to you, or my dad made me walk over and say hi.
Good old Tim. We loved him.
But yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess it was pretty instant. I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, there wasn't any, like, awkwardness after we first met. Yeah, I think I remember what you're saying now, because we went to, we moved churches in, like, the winter of 7th grade. So the first couple months, we were still at the same church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, too fun. And I also remember, was this beforehand when we did Operation Christmas Child, and I played Dominion with your mom?
I don't know.
I don't remember
when that was.
Good times, though.
Yeah.
Good times. My dad bought that game afterwards, and I think it may be still sitting in our garage unopened. And that's been, oh my goodness, probably like 5 or 6 years at least. Wild. Too funny, though. Yeah. So we had an interesting story of, like, knowing each other and then not really knowing each other, and then almost becoming best friends in the matter of a couple months.
Yeah.
So, really cool to see how God worked in that. Because if I hadn't known you before, I don't know that I would have sat with you.
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Because it was very much like, oh my gosh, I know you. I know of you.
Before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit next to you. So yeah, a little bit about us. This episode. A little bit about how we got to know each other. How we've been able to work together, go to school together, and just continue our friendship as adults. It's been so nice because we can just, like, we can both drive, so we can both, like, do whatever we want. There's no, oh, it's school night, you can't hang out too late. My parents were sticklers for that, which I'm glad they were, because it instilled good habits. But it's definitely nice when you're an adult and you can just be like, yeah, bye, I'm leaving.
Don't know when I'll be back.
Exactly. Like, even today, you were supposed to go, like, not come back after work because we were
Yeah.
supposed to have finished this.
Yep, and here I am.
Spur of the moment, in the morning, you're like, shoot,
Mhm.
this isn't gonna work. Yeah, just more flexibility, more fun. And we get to do stuff like this during the week instead of writing essays, because who wants to do that? Not us.
Nope. Before I mentioned that we were 19, so we're out of high school, but we're a year out of high school now, and we are still not in college. But that's our own decision. Like, neither of us like had really ever thought. I don't know about you, but like it never really crossed my mind like, oh, I have to apply to all these schools and get the perfect grades and do all this random stuff so colleges will like me. I never did any of that, and I never was interested in paying all that money and going to more school when I have no idea what I want to do. So I never pursued any of that. And here I am a year later, still making coffee.
Kicking it, though. We're also, you've had the opportunity to move up and get more responsibility, be trusted with more things, and that's been really cool to see.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, and I think college can be a great tool for people whose like career requires further education, like doctors, lawyers, the shebang. But yeah, we didn't really, what I wanted to do coming out of high school was culinary, and that's not something you need to get a degree for. Sometimes even like just work experience in the force is just as valuable, and you're getting paid for it rather than paying for it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my mentality. I also had health issues coming out of high school, so it kind of worked out. I wasn't able to work for a little over a year, which was frustrating. But yeah, we just had the Lord bless us with opportunities to like grow in our careers. I was able to earlier this year get a different job in a completely different field, but that's besides the point. And Lila's been growing at the coffee shop as the coffee shop has been growing, because the owners of that coffee shop, they are kicking butt, just growing, franchising,
expanding.
Yeah, doing all the good things. And that benefits Lila too, because she gets to her and her mom are like the top 2 employees over there.
Yep.
Don't tell any of the other employees we said that. We love them too, but they're trusted with a lot of things. And so yeah, it was our choice to kind of not pursue that, and we support like all of our other friends went to college. So, and they're also kicking butt and loving it, which is great. I just don't think it's for everyone, and I don't think it was for me. And my family was very much of the mindset of like, I would be paying for it. I don't know about you, but if they contributed, it wouldn't have been much.
Yep.
We grew up with the mindset of you earn what you have. You're not just handed things.
Yeah.
And I know different families do that to different extents in different ways. We bought our own cars when the time was there. Just because we knew we weren't going to be bought cars. Because that's how our family chose to do it. But I was kind of the same way with college. And when you're the ones kind of bearing that burden, it really is. It makes you wonder, okay, is this something I actually, or am I just going for I went to college, I got a degree, I lived in a dorm.
This is what everyone else is doing, so I should probably do it.
Exactly.
Nope.
Wasn't for us. It's for many.
Yeah.
But not for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we don't have debt. We're just living life, trying to work, grow as people, as individuals, as Christ followers. That's been really nice this summer. We had the opportunity to have our friends who did go to college be home like consistently, because obviously they came back for breaks, but that's kind of broken up between them spending time with their family. And It's only a couple weeks typically, but we've been trying to do like a weekly Bible study, which has been very fruitful and just very nice to connect with them again on that level. Because in high school, we had a club that we kind of ran called FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It's a international organization, but different areas have different chapters of it, and our school had a club before, but COVID kind of I think COVID kind of knocked it on its butt. But we had the chance to be a part of it in sophomore year and junior year and senior year, which was really cool to be a part of that. And I feel like we got to connect with each other on a faith level more there. But then obviously everyone goes their separate ways for after high school, and that just kind of fizzled out a little bit. But I think we're planning on keeping it just doing Zoom calls or FaceTimes still once a week if we can, just to keep up with that this year, be more proactive in that. I also love the prayer setup we have right now.
After every study, which is normally about once a week, we kind of go around and ask everyone how their week's been and if they need prayer for anything or praise for anything. And then we keep track of that and we send it in a group chat and just continue so we have access to it all week, and I mean honestly all the time. But we try to keep everyone in our daily prayers, and we can access all of their requests on a daily basis, so we can just constantly keep them in our minds and in our hearts. So that's what we've been trying to do.
Yeah, and it started as we even had the idea. I think it's hard to stick to, but it started as the idea as we'd set an alarm at 9 p.m. every night, and when that would go off, we would do our prayer then. So it was kind of we would all we would all know that we were all praying for each other at the same time, even if we weren't with each other. And that was really cool. I don't get to do that every day. Haven't done that necessarily every day at the same time, just because life works out one way sometimes and another a different. I don't know where I was going with that, but it doesn't always work out, needless to say. But it's just nice to know that we're all praying for each other and just staying diligent and staying on top of that kind of thing. And also encouraging one another, because it can be, we're not meant to walk life alone. We're not meant to walk the path of Christianity alone. That's not what it's meant for. Fellowship is very important. So it's been nice to kind of foster that with each other. We covered a good amount of stuff regarding ourselves. Not all of our episodes are going to be just talking about ourselves. We also want to hear what you guys want to talk about, listen to us yap about, hear our opinions, or opinions that you should hold really high in your standards, obviously. I'm kidding. But, we want to hear what you want to hear about. We'll talk about what's going on in the world, things that the Lord's putting on our hearts, things going on in our lives, if anything fun is happening, give you little updates. But yeah, we're here to yap. As our name, we're here to sit back and yap, which is what we have been doing for the last however many minutes. And it's been good.
Yeah, good start. Alright, so I think that's it for this episode. Just a little short intro, getting you used to who we are. But yeah, I guess we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.